fitness coach. I am 48 years old and fit over the last 18 months for the first time in my life. I've seen firsthand what a midlife renaissance can do, one that starts physically, then it kind of dominoes into an unbelievable set of opportunities and energies and expansion in midlife, which is really great. And that's why I started Kiss It Fitness. Kiss it because in order to be fit no matter what, sometimes you have to tell things to kiss it. People sometimes will have a problem with the sacrifices and effort that you need to make to become fit. It can rock the boat in relationships. But if it's something that is important to you, it's absolutely doable. It's life-changing, and I am very well equipped to help you make that transition to health, fitness, beauty, exploration, energy at midlife and beyond. So I was married for a long time. I was with my husband for 21 years, and our marriage came to an end very unexpectedly. At least it was unexpected to me. And I found myself then at the age of 46, almost 47, suddenly single, out of shape, relatively unkempt, certainly unfashionable, a single dog mom. Not a great package. And in today's world, being single and looking less than desirable and less than attractive, it's not helpful. It's depressing, and when you're already depressed, it's it's a really bad combination. I started going to the gym actually by sheer luck. A friend of a friend is a bodybuilder, and he put together a program for me, and I did it basically because I needed a reason to get up out of bed every day, get dressed, go somewhere and do something productive. I didn't think that I was going to see results. I mean, through the years, I've been a prolific hiker. I've done aerobics, I've done Pilates, I've done yoga, I've done jogging. Felt better when I was doing those things, but never really looked appreciably different. And about 6 weeks into the weightlifting program, I noticed a big improvement in my physique. And that lit a spark, which was the spark that I needed to kind of lift myself out of a really negative situation. I was bitten by the bug. I dove in head first to researching fitness, different programs, different diets, and I learned a tremendous amount that I've implemented in my life in the last 18 months that has completely transformed my physique. As I said, I'm 48. Most people guess me 10 years younger than that. I feel 20 years younger than that, and I feel like the world is full of possibility now in ways that it never was before I got fit. What I offer through Kiss It Fitness is very customized, tailored plans specifically geared toward you, toward your metabolism, your current condition, your current body composition, and your health and fitness goals. I provide ongoing support in terms of moral support, research, drilling down, tweaking the plan as you evolve so that the plan is always pushing you to that next level that's in alignment with your goals. I offer meal plans, recipes, and perhaps most importantly, the experience of somebody who has very recently walked the same journey, who is really 25 steps ahead of you, not so far in front that I can't remember what it's like to feel the kind of struggle that you might go through from day to day. So I'm excellent in terms of support, the biggest cheerleader because I know what's just ahead and I know what this can do. what fitness and health, weight loss, leanness can mean, not just from a vanity perspective, which is pretty freaking cool, actually. It's great to look good in middle age when you never expected that you ever would again. But also what it does internally, the way it expands the ideas of what you can do with the next half of your life. I know all that. I can be your cheerleader, your guide, your coach, and do a very, very personalized, customized job. If you're watching this, it is probably because you've been recommended by a friend of a friend. When I started Kiss It Fitness, I imagined that I'd be working mostly with women in middle age because those are the people that tend to notice me and start asking questions. You know, give me the up and down look and wonder, how did I get this body at my age? As it turns out, my first many clients have been middle-aged men, and they have been an absolute pleasure to work with. For example, David Fowler in Claremont, Western Australia, has been amazing to work with. He is a busy man. He works long hours. He has a 14-year-old son. He's a single father. He has aging parents, one who is very ill. So he has a tremendous amount of responsibility on his plate. I was a little concerned that maybe he wouldn't have time to actually dedicate to fitness, but he has such a strong why that he's just been a joy. He has been 6 weeks or so on the Kiss It Fitness plan. He's lost 6.5 kilos, 13 or 14 centimeters around his waist, and he's absolutely thrilled. Another Australian, Grant Dawson from Melbourne, is in a very different situation. He's a little younger, he's in his early 40s. He's been semi-retired for the past 3 years, but he's not ready to retire completely. He's looking for the next horizon. And he had just came to believe that really honing in on his fitness, becoming the best he could be physically, would lead him to a better state mentally and spur on this next phase of his life creatively.
As far as the why for me, it's probably a perfect storm of situations at the moment, but the underlying factor for all of them is I just want to be the best version of myself that I can be. I guess that encompasses the physical state to begin with, but already I'm seeing some overlap into the mental and spiritual side as well. So I've been going to the gym regularly for the last 5 years, at least. And when I say regularly, 4 or 5 times a week to do weights and cardio, but haven't seen a massive difference in my body shape. So I heard about the work that Suzanne was doing with some of her clients in Perth. I invited her to Melbourne. We had an initial consultation. She gave me the background on the theory behind the diet and the science behind the diet. It made a lot of sense, and after talking about further steps, we then went down the supplement store, bought the food scales, all that sort of stuff, and committed to coming over to Bali and doing it on a 28-day program.
He too has been amazing to work with, and we've done a very different program. With David, I've put together the dietary plan, the macronutrient layout. I've done some cooking for him, cleaned out his cupboards, helped him understand how to do grocery shopping, and worked with him that way around his busy schedule. Grant, on the other hand, has come here to Bali to do a 28-day intensive Bali reboot.
During the initial consultation with Suzanne, she was showing me different pictures of different body types and body fat percentages, and saying, which one do you want to look like? And obviously all of these guys are ripped, and anywhere from the 10, 8, 9, 10 to 12% body fat, where you can get abs and notice a six-pack. Of course I want that. I want abs. I really want abs. I really want a six-pack.
And we're 21 days into the 28 days. He's lost 6.5 kilos. He looks incredible, amazing. We eat together, we cook, we go to the gym, we swim, we walk. We do the kind of fitness that he enjoys, with muscle building as a primary goal, muscle building and fat loss. So I can work with a variety of different situations. Really, again, it's custom tailored for what your life will permit and what your goals are.
3 weeks later, look, I feel as though in 3 weeks I'm well on the way. I still have a couple of kilos around the waist that I need to lose. But like I said, I think when I get back home on Tuesday and have this body scan, that is going to show around 11 or 12% in body fat.
About 10 years ago, I was at a conference in Florida with my good friend, and it was during spring break. We wanted to spend a few days at the beach in addition to the conference. The whole east coast of Florida was booked because it was spring break, and so we ended up looking on the west coast, and what turned out to be somewhat of a retirement community. And my friend and I laughed and said we were by far the hottest chicks there because, you know, we were late 30s and everybody else was in their 70s. And I can remember saying very distinctly, saying, I don't ever want to be, I said, this is preferable to me to hang with the 70-year-olds because I don't ever want to be on a beach full of 18-year-olds in bikinis ever again. And I look back at that now and I think that mentality really framed up so much of my internal dialogue about who I was and where I was in my life. I wasn't 18 and I wasn't going to look good in a bikini. And that went on into deeper conversations that I had with myself. Like, for example, I'm probably never going to have mind-blowing, fabulous, crazy sex ever again. Because after all, I'm not 18 anymore. Or I'm probably never going to travel around the world, toss away some responsibilities and live a different life. Because after all, I'm not 18 anymore. There were so many things that I just threw away as possibilities for my life because I wasn't young enough. And so for me, finding fitness at this age, being able to walk out on a beach full of 18-year-olds in bikinis with no hesitation whatsoever. I mean, I realize I don't look 18, but I can hang with the 18-year-olds all day long and I don't feel badly about myself. And that has opened up all of those internal spaces, because instead of saying, well, I can't do that, because now I say, what can I do? What do I want to do? How do I want to live? That's the kind of change that this physical fitness, health can lead to in every aspect of your life.
Who doesn't want to look their best? And it's knowing what you need to do to look your best and following through on it.
So now you've heard a little bit about Kiss It Fitness. I hope you're excited about it. I hope you're excited about the things that I can offer you to help you meet your fitness and health goals. If you have a strong why and you're really ready to make a positive change, please contact me. I look forward to hearing from you.